أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome everybody to Monday's class, week 7. If I may have a student to the mic, please.
Yes, our first TEFL for the class is A7406, and he also has a question to ask.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. Okay, sweetheart, what we're going to do is going to do the opening dua, and then we can deal with your question afterwards, okay?
I don't have a question. It was just from last Friday. I forgot to.
All right, okay then. So then you can rename yourself once you've come off the dua, okay?
Yeah.
Okay then. So do you know this dua that starts here? Do you know how to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic then. So with the Tawud and Tasbih, if you could read it, and then the Arabic, the English translation also, please.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري. Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy for me, and remove every impediment from my speech, that people may understand easily what I say, and grant me a helper from my family.
And the reference at the end?
Taha, verse 26 and 27.
Well done. Okay, so sweetheart, just one thing I want to point out is at this end here, okay, there's a meme there. When you read that, make sure you don't bounce on that meme. Amri.
Amri.
Well done. Okay, don't do okay, don't do the bounce. When you make the meme sound, close your lips and then move straight onto the re. If you open your lips again very quickly after that, you'll do the bounce. So amri.
Amri.
Well done. Okay, Jazakumullah, and Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, so we did make an announcement last Friday about Jalsa Yawm Muslim Mode that we are going to be holding, inshallah, this Thursday in the G2 class. And we would very, very much like for the students to participate. And we did set a deadline for the weekend because we wanted to get everything sorted. But we appreciate that actually maybe the weekend was a little bit too short notice. So we've extended the deadline. If you could please consider submitting either Nazm or Tilawat, or possibly a speech as well, yeah? So if you would like to be considered for Nazm at the Jalsa, please send a recording of this Nazm. And if you'd like to be considered for Tilawat at the Jalsa, please send a recording of the first 5 verses of Surah Jummah, chapter 62. And if you have a speech that you may have prepared for your own local Jalsa, you know, or that you want to write, a 5-minute speech. If you can send a recording so you can hear how clear you sound, as well as the script. But if you find doing the script difficult, just the recording will be fine. If you email those to us to info@nqc.org.uk, and just make sure that you write in the subject box that you're submitting for the Jalsa, and make sure that your ID, the G2 ID, as well as your name, is in the email. So if you could possibly consider submitting as soon as possible, because obviously Thursday will come around very quickly and we need to sort of like listen and select students as well. I'll repeat this announcement at the end of the class also, inshallah. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at this chapter, Surah Ad-Duha, chapter number 93 in the Holy Quran, 93 out of 114. And we are going to ask students to come to the mic and read, and then hopefully they'll apply all the rules, but we'll give guidance as we go along. So if I may have a student to the mic, please.
Yes, our Nasra is N8395, and she also got her brother with her.
Okay, fantastic. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I am very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Are you on half term?
Yeah.
Okay, and you enjoying it so far?
Yeah.
Well done. Okay then. So let me start by asking just a few questions, okay? And then we can get on and do the recitation. So let me ask you, tell me anything about the things that I've highlighted there. Anything. What is the letter?
The letter is Sod.
It's got a dot on it. Is it a Sod? Zod, yes. Can you tell me something about that letter in terms of whether it's a thick or a thin letter?
It's a thick letter.
It is indeed. Well done. What's the W sign on the top?
It's Shaddad.
It's a Shadda, yes. What other name is it also known by? Begins with the T. Begins with a T. Tashdid?
Dusty. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. And when a letter carries a Shadda or a Tashdid, what do we call that letter?
We call it what was it again?
Begins with the M. A Mushadda letter? Okay, so when a letter carries a Shadda on the top, it's known as a Mushaddad letter. So this Dad is a Mushaddad Dad. Okay? Okay. And when you have a Mushaddad letter, what do you need to do?
So you need to you have to like
Press down on the
you have
sound?
to long it.
Okay, so
you have to press down.
okay, so when there's a tashdid on top of a letter, it's a mushaddad letter, and that tashdid tells you that there's actually two of these letters. But the way that Arabic is written, we don't write two letters side by side. We just write the one, and the tashdid on the top tells us that there's two. But because there's two, we've then got to make sure that we make the sound that recognizes that there's two letters there. So we press down. Okay, we press down. So when we read this, we'll say wadu. Okay, so we want to wadu. We say wadu. We'll spend a little bit of time, just a fraction of a second, just to make sure that we make the sound. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so okay, sweetheart, read from Dawood and Tasmiyah, and I'd like you to read up to here to start off with.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والضحى
Okay, carry on.
والليل إذا سهى.
Okay, well done. Carry on.
ما ودعك ربك وما قلى.
Okay.
قال
Okay, yeah, carry on.
آخرة تجار لك من الأولى.
Well done, well done. Okay, very, very nice. Okay, sweetheart. So let's repeat after me, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay, make sure this lam is thin, yeah? بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. Okay. والضحى
والضحى
والليل إذا سجى.
والليل إذا سجى.
Okay, well done. Okay, now here, just make sure you take a fraction of a second longer. Okay, والليل إذا سجى.
والليل إذا سجى.
ما ودعك.
ما ودعك.
Well done, well done. Just focus on the ayn sound as well, okay? Try and get that from the middle of your throat. ما ودعك.
ما ودعك
ربك.
ربك.
Well done. So let's read from there to here now. ما ودعك ربك.
ما ودعك ربك
وما قلى.
وما قال.
Well done. وللآخرة.
وللآخرة
خير لك
خير لك
من الأولى.
من الأولى.
Well done. Well done. Very, very nice. Okay, sweetheart. One more time, read it from here to there, okay? You do it by yourself now.
Okay. والضحى.
Okay, so see this dhamma here. How long do you do that for? How many seconds?
We do it for 3.
No, the dhamma is done for just 1 second. All the short strokes are done for 1 second. Okay, it's just a simple dhamma. There's no mud afterwards. We don't need to stretch it at all. Okay, Wad-Duha.
والضحى.
Well done. Okay, so just 1 second. Now the next one.
والليل إذا سجى.
MashaAllah. Very nice. Next one.
ما ودعك
Stop, darling. Stop, darling. Okay. See where I've highlighted here. Okay. This alif is an alif madda. How many seconds do we do that for?
I couldn't hear you properly.
Okay. So this alif here, how many seconds do we do that for? It's an alif madda.
Yes, yeah, for 1 second.
Okay, so when you have a short stroke like just a fatha, that's done for 1 second. But if after fatha there's an alif, then that alif is a madda. And what that means is that you stretch the sound out for 2 seconds. Okay, so this is done for 2 seconds. Ma.
ما.
Well done. So carry on.
Okay. ما ودعك ربك وما قال.
Okay, well done. Okay. Yes. Qala.
قال.
Well done. So with me, okay. Ma wadda'aka rabbuka wa ma qala.
ما ودعك ربك Rabbuka wama qala.
Mashallah, well done. Okay, next.
Walal akhiratu.
Okay, 1 second, yeah.
Ja-
This, stop, darling, yeah. This ra, it has a fatha on top. How many seconds?
We do 1 second.
1 second, yeah. So it's walal akhiratu. Okay, just ratu. Just 1 second. So again,
Walal akhiratu.
well done. Carry on.
Khairul laka
Yes.
minalu minalu ula.
Well done. Okay. This wow is a wow madda. It has a sukoon on the top and just before is a dhamma. Okay. So this is a wow madda. When it's a madda, how many seconds does it get stretched out for?
For it gets stretched out for
2 seconds, darling. 2 seconds. Okay. Okay.
okay.
Okay, because it's a madda.
Okay.
So we read here, minal ula.
Minal ula.
Well done. Okay. See how your voice is very, very sweet. You need to work on your timings. Remember, a short stroke like this is just for 1 second. If you have a madda letter, okay, then it's done for
Yes.
2 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And if you remember that, you should be fine because everything else you were reading was very, very nice. Okay, sweetheart, if I can have your brother on the
Okay,
mic now. Jazakumullah, sweetheart. Okay. So if I may have your brother on the mic now. Assalamu alaikum. Is your brother there? Okay, so if support teacher, if I could have somebody else on the mic and we could come back to her brother later maybe.
Yes. A7412.
Assalamu alaikum. A7412.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Darling, how are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions. Tell me anything about what I've highlighted there.
There's a mushaddad.
It is, yes, it's a mushaddad. What is the letter?
It's a mushaddad ba.
Well done. Mushaddad ba. What stroke does it have on the top?
Dhamma.
It does indeed. Okay. And how many seconds will we read a dhamma?
1 second.
Well done. Well done. Okay. Tell me something about this meme here.
It has a sukoon on.
It does. And what sound will we make when we read that?
We will make lam.
Well done. Okay. And why would we not do lam?
Because next to it, there's no bar.
Well done. Well done. Very, very nice. Yes. A meme sakin, whenever you see a meme sakin, always look at the next letter. So long as the next letter is not another meme and it's not a bar, then the meme is a very clear sound. Well done. Okay. Lastly, tell me something about this tanveen here. The sound that we all make.
It has a double fatha, so we pronounce it as man.
Okay. Do we do just man or do we stretch out the sound at all?
Stretch out the sound for 2 seconds.
For 2 seconds. And why is that?
It's because 1 fatha equals 1 second, and it has double fatha, so it makes 2 seconds.
Okay, all right. I can see your logic. Normally, when you have a fathatain, and that's the name given to two fatha on the top, okay, normally you would make a 2-second nasal sound. So you say man, but sometimes we don't make that sound. And we have to work out when we can and when we don't make the sound. And the way to do it is, as soon as you see a fathatain, you look at the next letter. Now here happens to be an alif mad, an alif, okay? But if you look at the next letter here, okay, it's a fa. This alif, you don't need to take note of it because it has nothing on it. It's the fa that you need to take care of. When you see a tanveen, you look at the next letter. If it's not a mushaddad letter, if it's not a ba, and if it's not one of the 6 izhar letters, then you make a light 2-second nasal sound, okay? So we say mo.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So as soon as you see a fathatain, you look at the next letter, and that will tell you what sound to make. Okay, sweetheart. So let me clear the... So if you could read for me from here to here with the Dawood and the Tasmiyah as well, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wala sawfa yu'tika rabbuka fatal
Well done. Carry on.
alam alam yajidka yatim fa'awa.
Well done. Well done. That was very, very nice reading. Okay. So just timing. Just timing is a little bit of an issue there. Okay. Repeat after me, darling. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Wala sawfa yu'tika
yu'tika
rabbuka
rabbuka
fatarda.
fatarda.
So again, wala sawfa yu'tika rabbuka fatarda.
Wala sawfa yu'tika rabbuka fatarda.
Okay, so when you practice later on, okay, make sure on this scarf here and this scarf here that it's only for 1 second because it only carries a fatha, okay? Only 1 second.
Okay.
Alam yajidka.
Alam yajidka.
Well done. Alam yajidka yatiman fa'awa.
Alam yajidka yatiman fa'awa.
Okay, well done. Okay, so when you read it and practice later on at home, make sure short strokes, you always give them just 1 second, and the long strokes are 2 seconds, okay?
Okay.
When you're learning to read, it's very, very common because what you do is you're trying to get the sound out, and then you're trying to read something, but you're trying to get onto the next one, and then the sound just keeps on dragging and dragging and dragging. But it's only for 1 second, okay? And if you're finding it difficult to keep the time, then just do it bit by bit. And then alam, and then alam yajidka, and do it slowly like that.
Okay.
The timing is really important. Okay, then, sweetheart, very nice reading. Okay, so Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz.
We're now just going to move on to the next verse, and I just want to teach something here about this. This is a dad, it carries a fatha. Straight afterwards is an alif, which means that this is an alif madda. Normally, you would stretch this sound out for 2 seconds. But on top is this symbol here. This symbol is known as a madde kabir, an extra long stretch. And that normally means that you would stretch it out for 4 seconds at least 4 seconds, okay? So instead of 2 seconds, that mud tells you stretch it out for at least 4 seconds. Now, straight afterwards is a lam, which carries a tashdid on top, a mushaddad lam. When you have this situation where you have a madde kabir, okay, or a madde sagir, okay, you may find that situation. What happens is, if you just bear with me, what happens is that you stretch the sound out for a little bit longer. You stretch the sound out for 5, maybe 6 seconds, okay, between 5 and 6 seconds. This mud is known as, when you have the situation where there's a tashdid straight afterwards, is known as a compulsory elongation. You absolutely have to stretch it out 5 to 6 seconds. And it's really important that when you do stretch it out, at the end of the sound, you do join on to the mushaddad letter, okay? So I will just read this part here for you so that you can get an idea, okay? Zallam. You stretch the za out for about 5 or 6 seconds. At the end, you join on to the lam. You stay on that for a second, and then you do, in this case, there's a tanveen on top, and you do a 2-second light nasal sound. So this is known as a madde kabir. Because there's a mushaddad lam straight afterwards, any mushaddad letter, it happens to be a lam here, but there's a mushaddad letter afterwards, this is now a compulsory stretched elongation, 5 to 6 seconds. And it's really important that the first letter is stretched out and then the last letter is joined on. Okay, if I may have a student to the mic.
N83, age 2.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. Okay, sweetheart. So just to start off with, can you read me with the Dawud and Tasmiyah, this verse on its own?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Is it this one? Okay.
Yes.
وجدك زالف لن فهد.
Okay, not to worry. Now bear with me for 1 second, yeah? Okay, so repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Wawaja. Okay, so you recognize why I'm saying wawaja, yeah? Because those are the letters and they've got fatha on the top, 1 second each, yeah?
Okay.
Wawajada.
Wawajada.
Well done. Ka.
Wawajadaka.
Well done. Let's move on to this one, okay? Zo. Just do it for 2 seconds. Zo. Well done, okay? So all I'm doing is reading the zad with the alif mad. That's all I'm doing at the moment, okay? For 2 seconds. Zo. Well done, okay? This up at the top here is telling me I've got to make that sound longer, okay? So let's do it for 4 seconds to start off with. Zo. You still there, darling? Have you lost that student? Oh no. Is he still in class?
Yes, she is. Oh no.
Okay, so
Oh, she is in the class, but I don't know why she's not speaking. Maybe connection problem.
Okay, so if I can have another student then.
Yes. A7361.
Okay then. Assalamu alaikum, darling.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, sweetheart. If you can read this verse for me, and co-host, if that other student becomes available again, we'll try her again, okay? Okay, sweetheart. So can you read me, just to start off with, this verse here?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ووجدك كسالونا فهدى.
Okay, well done. Very nice reading. This is actually a fairly tricky verse just because we've got these two vowels and they can become a little bit of tongue twisters for you. So you read that very nice. Let's just focus on here, yeah? There's a dad followed by an alif mad. It's an alif mad because of this fatha, okay? So 2 seconds. Let's just read that bit first of all, yeah? The. Well done. Now there's a mud on the top. That tells us that we've got to stretch that out for at least 4 seconds, not just 2. So let's do that. The. Well done. Okay. Now straight afterwards, we've got a mushaddad letter. That tells us that we've actually got to stretch all of this out for between 5 to 6 seconds. So let's stretch that out for 5 seconds to start off with. The. Well done. Because it's a mushaddad lam, it doesn't matter if it's a lam, it's the fact that it's mushaddad. It means that the letter has to join on to the end of the sound, the sound. So let's join that on, okay? So for 5 seconds, we'll stretch out the sound and we'll join the lam at the end. Dhal. Well done. Okay. Now it's a lam mushaddad, so we're going to make sure we press down on the lam, and the lam mushaddad has a fathatain on the top. So we're going to do a 2-second slightly nasal sound. Okay. So 4 seconds of dha sound, 5 seconds of dha sound. We join onto the lam at the end. And then having pressed down on it, we do the 2-second light nasal sound. Mashallah, very, very nice. Okay, so, sweetheart, the rest of the verse was perfectly fine. Now see if you could read the whole of that verse and get this bit just right as well, okay?
Should I start with Thousand Tasmiyah?
For teaching purposes, you can just start from here, okay?
وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى.
Mashallah, very, very nice. Just be careful that when you end the dha sound, it does end with the lam, okay? The lam must join onto it. Dhal, okay? So the lam has to be just a smooth joining on. It mustn't be dha and then lam, because the tashdid there tells you that there's a join, okay? Dhal. Well done. Okay, so one more time that verse.
وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى.
Mashallah, beautifully recited. Well done. Okay then. So sweetheart, now carry on reading from there to here now.
وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى.
Okay, yeah, well done. Carry on.
فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
Well done, well done. Okay, see this qaf here. Can you tell me anything about this qaf? What sort of a letter is it?
Is it qalqala?
It is indeed, yes. So we've got to do a slight bounce on it, okay? Taqhar.
Taqhar.
Well done. Now this lam is a sakin lam, means that it's got to join on to a letter that comes before it that carries a stroke, which happens to be this meme, okay? Now you join, but it's only a sakin lam, it's not mushaddad lam. So all you do is you join the two sounds and then you move on. Don't linger on the lam. Mal yati.
Mal yati.
Okay, well done. Okay then, so sweetheart, if you just repeat with me. وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى.
وَوَجَدَكَ فَهَدَى.
وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى.
وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى.
Okay, this is a hamza. This is not an ayn, okay? So you make a very clear sound. E. E.
E.
Okay, well done. Okay, don't do E because this is not an ayn, okay? Ilan fa'aghna.
إِلَى فَأَغْنَى.
Well done, okay? This is an alif and it's going to join onto the ghain, okay? So fa'aghna. Okay, and now this last verse here for yourself.
فَلَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
Okay, so now repeat. Okay, so repeat with me. فَأَمَّل.
فَأَمَّا
Well done. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
Well done. Okay, very nice reciting. Okay, so make sure that you recognize a hamza here, and which is different to an ayn. Okay, this is a hamza, this is an ayn. I know they look very similar, but the size is significantly different. And here, this is an alif. Okay, it's an alif. It's joining on and it's going straight up. You need to recognize this is an alif. Similarly, here. If I can just, okay, let me just get rid of that. Here, this is also an alif. Okay, and make sure you do the bounce of the qaf. Okay, sweetheart, very nice reciting. Inshallah, another time. Allah Hafiz for now. If I may have another student on the mic.
Yes, I'm going to give mic again to N8382 because she's back in the class.
Assalamu alaikum, darling.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm sorry, my iPad's charging was charged, so that's why. Sorry.
Okay, not to worry. That's okay, no worries. Okay, so sweetheart, we're going to move on to the next two verses. Okay, so let me just ask you, tell me something about what happens here on this meme.
Is there a fatah on there?
There is a fatah on there, yes. Anything else?
And we have to pronounce this for 2 seconds.
We do. And why is that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, what's this W symbol here? What's that called?
Shad.
It's a shad, yeah. And when a letter carries a shad, it's known as a mushaddad letter. This is a meme mushaddad. On a meme mushaddad, you do a 2 second ghunna sound, okay? So it's for 2 seconds. Okay, well done. What do we do when we see this symbol here?
Elongate for 4 seconds.
At least 4 seconds, yes, well done. And tell me something about this noon here.
We pronounce it like tanhar.
Okay, so do we make a ghunna sound or any nasal sound on this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so the rule of thumb is when you see a noon sakin, you look at the next letter. If the next letter is mushaddad or it's a ba, okay, so let me just bring that up. So let me just find the right slide. So let me just bear with me for a second. Clip 12. Okay, so let me just bring that up for you. Okay, when you see a noon sakin or a tanween, look at the next letter. If it's any of these letters, these 6 letters here, okay? Alif or a hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, and kha, then you make a completely clear sound. There's no nasal sound at all, okay? So here is a noon sakin. Straight afterwards is a hamza. It's one of these letters. So we say yan ona. Here we have a noon sakin. Straight afterwards is an alif, one of these letters. Man amana. Here we have a tanween. Straight afterwards happens to be an alif, which is one of these letters. So we say adhabun alimun. Okay, no nasal sound. So if we go back here, there's a noon sakin. Straight afterwards, what is this letter?
Ha.
It's a ha. And if I could show you, it's one of those 6 letters, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we do here is you say dan har. Okay, so there's no stretching out of the noon sound whatsoever. Okay?
Okay.
Okay then, yeah. So this is why it's really important for everybody to make sure they learn these 6 letters. Because if you learn these 6 letters, you'll find that you get to grips with a lot of rules. Okay? So it's easier to learn those 6 letters than to learn, 20 odd letters. So make sure you do get to grips with that. Okay, so sweetheart, so if you can now read me from here to here. That would first.
Sorry. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأما سائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث.
Well done. Okay, very, very nice. Okay then, so repeat with me, sweetheart, yeah? Wa'ammas.
وأمس.
Well done. Okay, and the reason I said that as opposed to ma is because straight after the meme mushaddad, there is this alif, there is another alif, there is this lam, and then there's this sin with the shadda. As soon as you see a mushaddad letter, you have to understand that it will definitely join on to a letter that comes before it that carries a stroke. This sin won't join on to the lam because the lam doesn't have a stroke. It won't join to this alif. The alif doesn't have a stroke. It won't join to this alif because this alif doesn't have a stroke. But it will join to this meme because it's the very first letter that comes before it that carries the stroke, okay? All the other letters in between then get ignored. This meme and the sin join together, okay? So that's why I'm joining those. Wa'ammas.
وأمس.
Well done. Wa'ammassa.
وأما الساعة
إلى.
إلى.
وأما السائل فلا تنهر.
وأما السائل فلا تنهر.
Okay, let's work on this here. إلى.
إلى.
إلى ف.
إلى ف.
إلى فلا.
إلى فلا.
Well done. إلى فلا تنهر.
إلى فلا تنهر.
So let's join it. وأما السائل فلا تنهر.
وأما السائل فلا تنهر.
Well done. Okay. So one thing I just want to pick up on, okay? وَأَمَّس, and then the sin and the alif, yeah? What happens is, this sin with the fatha, normally we just say sa. Because you've got this alif straight afterwards, this is an alif madda, that tells you that this sa, you stretch it out for 2 seconds, yeah? Sa, it's a smooth sound, it's not sa-a, okay? Sa, that's 2 seconds. This one here at the top tells you do it for at least 4 seconds. What you mustn't do is say sa-a, that's incorrect. It's sa, okay? So one more time, read it from the wa.
وأما السائل فلا تنهر.
Well done. Okay, so you did the mud correctly, and then your timing on here went a little bit. But practice overnight, and inshallah you'll get that. Next verse, darling.
وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث.
Okay, so again, it's timing, okay? So repeat with me, darling. وَأَمَّا.
وأما,
And why did I do the bar for 2 seconds?
because it says mushaddad letter and fatah on there.
Okay, the mim mushaddad tells you that there's a 2-second ghunna sound, the but then afterwards I did ma, and I did that for 2 seconds. Why did I do the ma for 2 seconds?
Because like there is like alif at the end.
Yes, it's an alif madda, okay? So we do the 2 seconds on the mim mushaddad, get the ghunna sound in, but we then stretch out the ma sound for 2 seconds because of this alif, okay? So repeat with me, darling. وَأَمَّا.
وأما
Well done. وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ.
وأما عامتي
بِنِعْمَةِ
بنعمة
رَبِّكَ
ربك
فَحَدِّثْ.
فحدث.
Well done, okay? This is a tha, same as when you say thank you. The way that you say the th sound, that's how you make the sound for this letter, tha. Haddith.
فحدث.
Well done, okay. Very nice reading, sweetheart. It's just timing, okay? It's just timing, and that will come with practice. When you recite and you record, you'll find that you can listen back, and then you can see where your timing is not quite right, and then you can work on that, okay?
Jazakallah.
Okay, then, sweetheart. Allah Hafiz. So if I can have a student on the mic, and we'll do a full recitation.
Yes, I think she had her brother with her as well.
Oh, okay, then yes, I can have her brother. Assalamu alaikum.
We cannot unmute her.
Okay, so another student instead then.
Yes. A7406.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, darling. Okay, sweetheart, so I'm going to read, and I'd like you to follow with me. And everybody at home, please note my timing, okay? Because timing is a real issue constantly for lots and lots of reciters, not just in this class, everywhere. So we really want to work on the timing, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
والضحى
والضحى
والليل إذا سجى.
والليل إذا سجى.
Well done. Timing was nice. You need to join that, yeah? وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى.
وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى.
Don't rush through the lam, okay? وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى.
وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى.
MashaAllah. مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى.
مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى.
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 Well done, okay? Because this is a thick letter. وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى.
وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى.
Okay, is this a thick or a thin lam?
Thin.
Thin, okay? So we read it as thin, okay? وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى.
وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى.
MashaAllah. وَلَسَوْفَ يُعْطِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى.
وَلَسَوْفَ يُؤْتِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى.
Well done. أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَآوَى.
أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَآوَى.
Well done. وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى.
وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى.
MashaAllah. Very nice. Very nice breath control. وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى.
وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى.
MashaAllah. Very nice, yeah? Is this a thick or a thin letter?
Thin.
Thin. Okay, so let's make sure that it stays thin, okay? وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى.
وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى.
Well done, darling, okay? Just one thing I want to point out here. This is an ayn, okay? But when we do the sound for 1 second, that's fine. But when we stretch it out, we stretch out a very thin sound, okay? So we touch on the ayn and then we make the sound very thin. Okay, but we still have to make the ayn sound to start off with, yeah? Okay. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
Okay, one more time. We just focus on our timing, yeah? 2 seconds here, okay? And 2 seconds here. فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
فَأَمَّا الْيَتِيمَ فَلَا تَقْهَرْ.
MashaAllah, beautiful timing. وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
Okay, let's just focus from here, yeah? إِلَى
إِلَى
فَلَا إِلَى فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
إِلَى فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
Well done. So let's put it all together. وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
Okay, so you just have to work on this verse, okay, with your timings, okay? Take it slowly when you're practicing that one. وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ.
وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ.
Okay, well done. Is this a thin letter or a thick?
10.
Okay, so we make sure that we say it as a thin letter, yeah? فَحَدِّثْ.
فَحَدِّثْ.
Well done. Okay, so we've got some time just from here, okay? This is 2 seconds. We join it and then we stretch this out for at least 4 seconds, okay? وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ.
Well done, well done. وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ.
وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ.
Okay, well done. Just be careful, yeah? This is a thin letter. Make it remain thin, okay? Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, so let me now take everybody to our announcement again. Just for those students who may have missed at the beginning, we did announce this on Friday and we were hoping to have students submit recordings, and we appreciate that we didn't give enough time. If people could remember that we are, inshallah, going to be holding a Jalsa on Thursday, Yawm Muslimode. In class 6 to 7, we should, God willing, have a guest speaker, and there will be Nazm, Tilawat, as well as a couple of speeches, one from a Nasra and one from a Tifl. And if you'd like to be considered for any of these, you can send in recordings for all 3. A Nazm, this is the Nazm, if you can send in a recording. If you would like to be considered for Tilawat instead, or as well as the first 5 verses of Surah Jummah, chapter 62. We'd also like, it's your Jalsa, a couple of speeches, 5 minutes, that's all. And if you could record yourselves, and if you could send the script, it's even better, but 5 minutes recording is fine. Any topic to do with the Jalsa of your choosing. Please send the recordings to this email address and make sure you put details in the subject box as to what you're submitting. As soon as possible would be helpful. It'll help us select students. Okay, so your homework today is the chapter that we've just done, chapter 93, Ad-Duha. We read through it, we applied all the rules in recitation, and we learned about compulsory elongation, which in Arabic is also known as al-maddul lazim. Okay, and it was here. Okay, and we learned that we have to stretch out the sound for between 5 to 6 seconds if there is a mushaddad letter straight after a mad kabir. Okay, and please recite, and as you'll all have noticed, that timing is a proper issue when we're reading, and that's fine, we're learning, but if we pay attention to it now, then we will overcome those difficulties as we come to longer and longer chapters, and chapters that we don't know already. So for your homework, please practice this chapter and apply all the rules. Watch out for your timing. If you would like to know more about the compulsory elongation, in the hardback, the Talimul-Quran book, it's on page 146. If I may have a student for the end dua, please.
A7412.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, darling. Okay, sweetheart. So we've come to the end of our class. So if you could repeat with me, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Allahumma arhamni bil Qur'anil azim.
Allahumma arhamni bil Qur'anil azim.
Waj'alhu li imaman wa nuran wa hudan wa rahmah.
Waj'alhu li imaman wa nuran wa hudan wa rahmah.
Well done, mashallah. And the English translation from here, darling.
Allah, oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Mashallah. Jazakumullah for your assistance there. Jazakumullah to everybody for attending the class. And I hope, I pray that we have succeeded in helping you and assisting you. Inshallah, we'll meet again. And for now, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.